Wacko, you can wager all or part of your money.
No, then not.
All right, then. In the category of the United States, the answer is the names of all 50 states and their capitals.
Okay.
Some of them I've actually been to. I'll be able to tell you guys which ones I've been to. The same yes.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio. There's Montgomery, Alabama, south of Helena, Montana. Then there's Denver, Colorado, and Boise, Idaho. Texas has Austin, then we go north to Massachusetts, Boston, and Albany, New York. Tallahassee, Florida, and Washington, D.C. Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Nashville, Tennessee.
Just
use the hang out there a lot, you know. Trenton, New Jersey, Northern Jefferson, Missouri. You've got Richmond in Virginia, South Dakota has Pierre, Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania, and Augusta's up in Maine. And here is Providence, Rhode Island, next to Dover, Delaware. Concord, New Hampshire, just a quick jaunt to Montpelier, which is up in Vermont. Connecticut's so busy in the fall, and Kansas has Topeka, Minnesota has St. Paul. Juneau's in Alaska, and there's Lincoln in Nebraska, and it's Raleigh out in North Carolina, and then there's Madison, Wisconsin, and Olympia in Washington, Phoenix, Arizona, and Lansing, Michigan. Here's Honolulu, Hawaii, it's a joy, Jackson, Mississippi, and Springfield, Illinois, South Carolina with Columbia down the way, and Annapolis in Maryland, on Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah, wonderful lamb chowder.
Cheyenne is in Wyoming, and perhaps you make your home in Salt Lake City, out in Utah where the buffalo roam. Atlanta's down in Georgia, and there's Bismarck, North Dakota, and you can live in Frankfurt in your own Kentucky home. Salem, Oregon, from there we join. Little Rock in Arkansas, Iowa's got Des Moines, Sacramento, California, Oklahoma, and its city, Charleston, West Virginia, and Nevada, Carson City.
Nevada,
That's all the capitals there.
So sorry. You failed to put your response in the form of a question.
I did grow up watching them, so it makes sense why I'm a big fan of the Animaniacs. The other one's actually pretty cool too. Yeah. Yakko Warner.
Brought to you by Yakko Warner.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, and French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam. Norway and Sweden and Iceland and Finland and Germany now in peace. Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey and Greece. Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Yemen, Kuwait, and Bahrain. The Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and Portugal.
I believe Jordan is one of the places where they filmed an Indiana Jones movie.
Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan, Cambodia, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia, and China, Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Laos, and Tibet, Indonesia, the Philippine Islands, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, New Guinea, Sumatra, New Zealand, and Borneo, and Vietnam, Tunisia, Morocco, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Swaziland, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana, Uganda, Lesotho, and Malawi, Togo, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Nigeria, Chad, Liberia, Egypt, and Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya, and Mali, Sierra Leone, and Algeria, Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda, Myanmar, and Cayman, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Yugoslavia, Mauritania, Pennsylvania, Manila, Liechtenstein, Malta, and Palestine, Fiji, Australia, Sudan.
Most of them, they actually, it's really crazy how many movies that were recorded in, like, just in the scenes in Indiana Jones. One of them was actually I think one of them was in Jordan, actually, the country, the desert country of Jordan. I think that's where the cave scene was filmed. It's been hard to remember a lot of good rock and roll songs because I've listened to so many over the years. Oh, I remember. What are the corners making feel the love? Second astronaut on the moon. That should solve that problem.
You can buy small amounts of Bitcoin. You know, the most popular cryptocurrency in the world. Download the coin.
I swear to God. The junior stomach is starting to get a little bit upset too, so besides I'm drinking a probiotic soda really helps it. It's sick.
Stay clear. Thanks, John.
The advertisements, why? I want since you listen to this one. Story of the Mississippi Squirrel.
I visit my granny and Bellamore. I run barefooted all day long, climbing trees, free as summer. One day I happened to
Catch myself a squirrel.
Well, I stuffed it down in an old sheet box, punched a couple of holes in the top, and when Sunday came, I snuck him so that you know. I was sitting way back in the very last pew, showing it to my good buddy Hugh when that squirrel got loose.
Holy berserk!
Well, what happened next is hard to tell. Some thought it was heaven, others thought it was hell, but the fact that someone was among us was plain to see. As the choir sang, I surrender all, the squirrel ran up hard, it was cover all. Hard people the beat and said, "Don't got a hold on me." The day the squirrel ran berserk. It's the first Baptist church in that stupid little town of Pascagoula. In the Mississippi fight for survival, but it broke down in the line. They were jumping mutants and shouting, "Hallelujah!" Well, hard hit the aisles, dancing and screaming. Some thought he had religion, others thought he had a demon. Hard thought he had a weed eater loose in his group. He fell to his knees to plead and beg, and the squirrel ran out of his victim's leg unobserved to the other side of the room. All the way down to the Amen pew where sat Sister Bertha Better Than You, who's been watching all the emotions of sadistic. She should have seen the look in her eyes when that squirrel jumped her garters and crossed her thighs, and she jumped to her feet and said, "Lord, have mercy on me." As the squirrel made laps inside her dress, she began to cry, and then to confess the stems that would make a sailor blood to stain. She told of gossip and church dissension, but the thing that got the most attention was she talked about her love life. And then she started naming names. Someday the squirrel went to church. It's the first Baptist church in that stupid little town of Pascagoula. In the Mississippi fight for survival. Jumping mutants and shouting, "Hallelujah!" Well, 7 deacons and the pastor got saved, and $25,000 got raised, and 50 volunteered for missions in the Congo on the spot. And even without an invitation, there were at least 500 rededications, and we all got rebaptized, whether we needed it or not. Now you've heard the Bible story, I guess, how he parted the waters for Moses to pass, all the miracles God has wrought in this old world. But the one I'll remember till my dying day is how he put that church back on the narrow way with a half-crazed Mississippi squirrel. And the day the squirrel went berserk, it's the first Baptist church in that stupid little town of Pascagoula. Yeah, it's for survival. They broke out every Bible, jumping mutants and shouting, "Hallelujah!" The squirrel berserk. It's the first Baptist church in that stupid little town of Pascagoula. It was in fight for survival. They broke out every Bible, jumping mutants and shouting.
58, it's never too late. After 2 years in school,
I didn't delete that picture of fucking of the sea. What I did not. Okay. 42. What's really crazy. was it that they said it was? Okay. I'd love to see what this engine sounds like on this boat, honestly. It's a gray marine flathead 6-cylinder. Gray marine flathead. I'm really curious on what that sounds like, honestly. 1936 gray flathead marine 6-cylinder. I bet you that baby sounds good. Like real good. Stupid. Not close to everything. Of course it didn't. Of course it didn't. Great. That was a 19... 1936. I want to see if there's like a video of like that kind of an engine starting, so I know exactly what it. So then I got a good idea on what it sounds like. The fact that it's been sitting there was sitting underwater for 60 years or whatever, and it had like half a volt left in it, and it fired right up like nothing is insane. That's actually fucking insane. So this is what the boat would have sounded like. Let's see. This is the Fireball. Fireball 6.
Got a Gray Marine Fireball 6 in here. 6-volt system, and they're running the water pump off the back of the generator. Don't see stuff like that anymore.
Probably since it was underwater, it probably didn't have a lot of So if it, yeah, this is probably what I had in there. This is what the sound of it would be. And that thing fired on half a volt, and it's supposed to have full volts, but it's been sitting underwater for so long. It was sitting underwater for so long, deteriorating from the shoreline and stuff like that, from the shoreline hitting it and causing a lot of damage to the wood and stuff. So it was pretty much a hell of a find. And I actually remember, because it's really crazy, because when they raised it up, they actually brought it to Okaboji, and it actually passed right by where we were. So I actually got to see it on the boat trailer and stuff when it was, and it would look like it was in pretty rough shape, judging from the wood and stuff. And I was like, "What the hell is that?" Yeah, it turns out it was the boat that's a 46 Sea Made, a Century Sea Made. To be honest with you, that fucking engine sounds good. If that's what the boat ran on, that sounds fucking good. For it being as old as it is. But I'm sure if it was half a volt, I'm sure it was like the engine probably wasn't very powerful, probably. We're gonna go to a place for. I don't know what that was about, but judging from it, all the chickens squawked at the same time, which is hilarious. God, that's hilarious. It's this night shift daycare. First night at the front desk, nobody told you about the daycare. Check them in. Follow the rules. Don't ask what's behind the glass. Some shifts don't end at sunrise. Great. So I'm working at a fucking daycare. Yeah, that's something. Hmm. It's really hard to tell though really good like scary games there are and stuff like that. Oh, also, I've also got a couple new ones actually. I've got this one right here, Master Chief, and then this one right here, this one, which I'm not a fan of the Rexel. That's kind of a weird skin, honestly. Here, She-Ra, Skeletor, E-Man, Pond Guardian Froggery. I don't know what the fuck he does, but and then Sonic the Hedgehog. I think tomorrow I think we'll play as Master Chief, and it's really crazy because it said that he hasn't been in the store for 200 plus days. The fact that he hasn't been on in the store that long, yeah. Yeah, see, Master Chief, something 200 plus days he hasn't been in the shop, which is actually insane. Yeah, so it's like Master Chief back after 200 plus days. I still cannot believe that and he might be getting a collab with Five Nights at Freddy's and excuse me, and Crash Bandicoot. I think it's dumb how I got to fucking update or how I got to download this game, even though I've played it like multiple times, so it should already be downloaded. Like the load time on it, like the load percentage should go by really quickly because I have done this one before and it should be, like I said, it already should be fully downloaded, but whatever. Patience, I guess. I have bad Olipop. At least my stomach won't be hurting. So I guess that's a plus. My stomach will not be hurting me now. I'm the fucking W's all around. Oh, I never realized that there was actually music in here or in this one. I never really noticed that before. Well, 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 look who decided to finally show up, huh? Well, I got some news for you. Well, 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 look who decided to become bald to work. Well, 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 look basically who decided to show up to work bald. Just mean my boss wants to be a fucking asshole to me, I'll be an asshole to him. Payback's a fucking bitch, ain't it? Yeah, that's one you don't see anymore. The old punch card uh things that a lot of businesses don't even have those anymore. Oh, that's right. I gotta restock the shelves. There used to be a one by one Lego piece of queso on the on the whiteboard. So the fact that there's not now, that's a new one. Please restock the newspapers, Jack. No texting on the job. Always smile. Those three are brand new. The other ones like customers can be jerks. I love you. Freaking X and O, and then I hate my job. Those are all old ones, but the new ones are those. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure because there used to be a one by one Lego drawing of queso. Slam the door on my face or on myself, Jesus. Oh, you know, a YouTuber I haven't watched in a while is Reeps. Watching him and Professor play Lunch Lady. I forgot all about that one. I haven't watched that in a long time. Thank you. Come again. I mean, even if I did get a complaint from a customer, I wouldn't. Oh, here comes Queso. I mean, even though if I did get a fucking complaint, I wouldn't even give a shit. I kind of forgot that I haven't played this one in quite a while. I kind of forgot that they have Queso driving a Skyline. I will say though, they did select a good car for him because the Nissan Skyline is pretty iconic with Too Fast, Too Furious and Paul Walker. Is that a GTR? Yep. GTR R34. I think. All I know is that it's a Nissan Skyline GT. I think it's a Nissan Skyline GTR, like from like the 1990s. What's good, G? Oh, it's turbocharged too. Yep, it's a GTR. GTRs will have a turbo under the hood of them, or they'll have a turbocharger in the. That kind of a Nissan Skyline GTR will have a turbocharger. That's a pretty iconic car. Japanese, and I think it also comes. Yeah, it's a manual. Well, I'm not sure if you can get it in an automatic, but I think it is I know it's a manual. It comes with a manual gearbox. Usually, if you look carefully, usually his skyline's usually sitting out here. That's how you know we're going to get closer to battling him, because his skyline's outside. Yeah, that's right. I got to be normal and go all the way around. There's the skyline. That's how you can tell that we're getting closer to battling him, is when you see the skyline parked outside. Wouldn't be a good car to take out in the rain, though, because it is a tuner car. It's quite a valuable vehicle now. Jeez, I was wondering when you were going to get on.
I saw you live for a while, Joker Gamer. You were playing Mafia and all that stuff.
Actually, I wasn't really playing any Mafia. I was playing Sniper Elite 5, and then I was playing a little bit
I
of
saw you
Fortnite.
play that. I saw you playing that a little bit. When I was at the Chinese buffet restaurant, I saw you playing that a little bit. in the Chinese buffet, they have these sinks and places where they give you the option if you like you can clean your own dishes if you want, or you could just get the workers to do it. But everybody just gets the workers to do it. But in that Chinese buffet, um I saw they have like sinks there and stuff like that, extra sinks, where you can do the dishes yourself. They let the customers do it do it too if they want to. But
That's
I
pretty
never
rare,
seen that
actually.
before. I never seen that before in a buffet. And they're all scattered everywhere in the restaurant. They're like at every booth where so there's one in the dessert section, there's one in like the lunch section, like every aisle that has like a certain food category, they have all these sinks there, so once you're done eating, they give you the option to like if you want to use that sink to I- but I usually just go to the washroom, and then if my hands are all like dirty from like a wrap or something or a taco, my hands get all dirty, I just walk fast to the washroom and wash it. I don't use the faucet there because that faucet's for the dishes. But that's interesting. I was ever at a buffet like they give you that option.
That's something you don't see very often here. A lot of restaurants will usually have like workers that do the dishes and
Yeah,
that, like serve
but
the
at the
food and
restaurant
stuff.
when I was there, when we were there, all the family members and all that stuff that we were sitting with, they because we're just eating and then we have to go and then we want to go home after. So like, so the workers just fall in. The workers do most of it, but I didn't see any customers doing the dishes themselves. I didn't see that. It looks like because everybody's in a hurry. Because when you go to this restaurant, you reserve it for like maybe an hour or 2 hours. You reserve it, and then and then another group comes and they have to take their table. So you can reserve it for 3 hours, 2 hours. And the crazy part is with the mask, like the I never experienced like a mask like that before where the priest was talking about like the religious stuff and all that stuff, and then before you get like the holy bread and all that. So he's like it was like a fast mass. The priest was like in a hurry for something. Because we have to go to the cemetery too and get the coffin into the ground and all that stuff. So so the priest was like rushing up. So it was only like a it was like a short mass. The mass was only like 31 minutes. It was only like 31 minutes. Usually a mass goes for like an hour and 31 minutes. And then but Joker Gamer, it went by like it was only like 30-minute mass, and I'm always used to like long masses, so I was like very I was like this was interesting. Mass went by like that fast. And I'm okay with that. Short masses that go like where the priest speeds it up and it doesn't stall with like every so because you know how like a priest reads like the Bible and they read like 6 pages, but he like sped through it and got like all the stuff that he had to do in the mass. He got everything done in like the 30 minutes. I was like, wow. I was like, that's pretty entertaining. Because mass is very boring in my opinion. So like, I was like, that's pretty good how it went by fast. I bet you would like that too. Like short masses that go by, like they rush it, they speed it up.
Absolutely.
And also the other thing is, I never experienced before, like when the priest was like talking. I noticed like the priest didn't churn like so like for the first 19 minutes of you can't even hear what the priest is saying, so it sounded like because so you know how the priest has the microphone, the headset, like he has like a little microphone thing, and then it goes to his mouth. There's like a wire, and then it's like a gaming headset, so they wear those to like communicate, so the whole entire church can hear it, like because the church has like 3 floors. The priest wants everybody here, but for like the first 19 minutes, I noticed like you couldn't like I was like trying to listen to it. I'm like, what's going on? Because like the priest is like trying to like talk about like the details of like what's going on in like the 6 pages of the Bible and all that stuff. And I never experienced like mass like that before, where the priest was having technical difficulties with the microphone, and he still continued doing the message. So it's like nobody could hear what he was saying. Nobody could hear what he was saying. So like for like, and the mass was like 30 minutes. So like pretty much the half of the like 19 minutes of the mass, can't even hear. We have no clue what he said. I think his microphone was like very low, and then the last like so like the first 19 minutes we couldn't hear him, and then when it got close to like the last 16 minutes, then the microphone got louder, but we couldn't even hear the priest like for pretty much almost the whole entire mass. Have you ever experienced anything like that before? Joker Gamer?
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced a mass like that before, where you can't even hear what the priest was on mute for like pretty much half of the mass, and then you only hear him, and then by the time they fix the microphone, the mass is like already almost over. It's like 15 minutes left of the mass. So like the whole entire mass, you can't really hear what the priest was saying. The microphone was like on mute, and then the last 15 minutes of the mass, that's where the microphone got loud. They fixed it. So we had like no clue what his audio. You could still hear him, but it's just it was like it sounded like the volume was at like 3% or like 6%. Like, you know, on the TV when you're watching like The Simpsons or something, for an example, and your TV is like at the lowest number, like 3%, and you could still get an idea of like what they're saying in the Simpsons show, but it kind of felt like that in the mass today. Like the volume was like on the priest's microphone sounded like it was at like 3% or something like that, the volume. You still have an idea like what he's talking about, but it's like it's just you're kind of like saying like we need him to like speak up a little bit more, or he needs to like put the volume up on his microphone. Have you ever experienced a mass like that before, where the priest's microphone wasn't working for like almost the whole entire mass? You can't even hear what he was saying. And then the last 15 minutes of the mass, right when he's getting ready to say bye, then the microphone gets really loud. Have you ever experienced that, Joker Gamer?
Out of all the funerals I've been to, I don't think I have ever. There hasn't been a funeral where that has happened before.
But you would probably find that entertaining, that experience, because you don't want to, you don't really care about like what the priests are saying, so like you wouldn't mind. You'd be like, You'd be like just standing there waiting for it to be over. You'd probably be okay with that, right? With the microphone on. Yeah, so we did that. I was like the cough. I know it's depressed. Like it was mass, like the mass, and then the cemetery, like right after, like when the priest is like holy watering the coffin. Um, it's like very very sad because sometimes the coffin is like when you see the quality of the coffin. Sometimes the coffin is like the way the design is of the coffin. Sometimes it looks so nice. You're like, oh no, it's going into the ground. And you're like, the and the way the condition of like the design of the coffin and like what it's and the material of like what it's made out of. You're like oh no, um it's going into the ground, and you're like, this is such like a nice design for a coffin because I never seen a coffin designed like that before. Because most coffins that I see are always like metal or bronze wood. Like bronze wood is like 100% of like the coffins I see most of the time, bronze wood. But and then it's very rare if I see a coffin that's like metal, but that's common too. But this coffin was made out of um the one that's like because the cemetery today, the funeral today was for like my grandma's like uncle, so like we were going to the funeral for him. And his coffin, when his coffin was going into the like when we saw it at the mass what the coffin looked like and we saw the holy water go on it, um because because on mass number one when we went to like the viewing where we got to see the coffin open, the first coffin, um on the viewing day, the coffin was just made out of like bronze wood, but then it looked like they moved him to a different coffin, and this coffin was like made out of like marble diamond, and I was like, this coffin is like very very nice design, and I'm like, I thought like because in some cemeteries you could have like these nice coffins like up on a wall, and you go inside a building, and then you can always look at the coffin. And it's like there's like metal hooks that are holding it up on the wall, and they're like nice coffin things that are like super nice. But I was like shocked how like a nice coffin like that that's like made out of like marble diamond, it's going into the ground. It's going into the ground, and then it'll never be seen again. Like usually like nice coffins like that, they should be displayed on like a wall inside the indoor building cemetery where you get to go inside a building, open the door, go inside the building, and then see it on the wall displayed with metal hooks, and then the name of the person on the wall, and then a picture, and then it tells you the year they were alive and they died. They should have like put it on the wall. But that's because when there's that's like, right, Joker Gamer? When there's nice coffins like that, a little bit it's I always get disappointed or shocked when I see like and then when I see like a nice coffin like that, like a marble diamond, like combined together in a with a and it's a coffin, and they're putting it into the ground, it'll never be seen again. I'm like, you spend so much money on that, like $400 on a coffin like that, and you don't even want it, like, and it's just disappeared. It's gonna be covered in dirt. Um, what would you do in your opinion? You would want that inside the indoor cemetery, right? Like up on a wall, nailed to the wall, like that. That's because then you get to appreciate that nice coffin. If it's gonna go in the ground, it's forgotten. That's sad, right?
Yeah.
But what would you do in your opinion like that? If you had like nice coffins that you saw, you would you want it like in an indoor cemetery where you can display it and then see it all the time, or if it's like a $400 or $900 coffin that's like made out of diamond material, you kind of want those coffins like on a display, right? Like inside the indoor cemetery. Because when you go into cemeteries, they have two different options. You have the indoor cemeteries where they display your coffin up on a wall and they nail it to the wall with metal hooks. And then you can always go there and look at the coffin forever and ever. Um, and then there's also the option where like everyone wants to just put the coffin into the ground and then put grass over it. But but I'm okay like if it's like a coffin that's like made out of like just bronze wood and it's just basic. Um, I understand why it's going into the ground because it's just basic. Like the whole pretty much everybody always does a coffin like that. I understand why it's going into the ground. But if it's like a coffin that's like marble diamond or a customized coffin that looks like that you custom like you paid like billions of dollars to customize your coffin to look like whatever you wanted it to look like. Though, in my opinion, those kind of coffins should go in the indoor cemeteries so they be displayed and then they can always be looked at forever. I think that's disappointing when it goes into the ground. A coffin that you spend $400 or $900 on. But if you but I understand like if you only pay like 200 or 300 for like a wooden coffin and it goes into the ground, that's okay because like it's just basic. The whole world's doing coffins like that would. But what would you do, Joker Gamer, if you had a customized coffin of like one of your favorite video game character or something like that, and the coffin was customized to look like that? Would you want it in the indoor cemetery where it's just like displayed forever, then you can always look at it? Joker Gamer? Joker Gamer? Joker Gamer?
Yeah.
What would you do if you had like a customized coffin, for an example, that like where the coffin looked like Master Chief or something like that? You don't want that to go in the dirt in the ground. You would want that in the indoor cemetery, right? Like what I was talking to you about. You would want a coffin like that. Always go back and look at the nice design coffin. Because there's people that have coffins where they customize it to look like their favorite video game characters. Like sometimes people will have a coffin that looks like Master Chief, like green and gold. Like, and then any kind of other coffin that's like a marble diamond. Why would you want coffins like that in the ground, like the buried buried forever, and they'll be forgotten, those kind of ones? You're on Fortnite right now, bro. We're gonna get some XP together. Me and you are gonna get some XP together, bro. Okay. Back on Twitch again because it's still down. It's a YouTube problem that where it shows that account restricted thing and it says you can't stream. It's YouTube's working on it right now. So they'll remove it off the PlayStation and then I can go live again. But it looks like it's not fixed yet. the problem's still showing that the account restricted. So I'm just waiting for the day to happen when they remove it. Yeah. And I even contact YouTube too, but the problem is when YouTube answers Joker Gamer, when I contact YouTube to say like remove that account restricted warning that pops up like every day and it's not allowing me to go live, like try to remove that, the worker like it goes right to an automatic it goes right to like an automatic AI Fortnite worker. So like the Fortnite AI workers will be like they'll send you a message and be like, you have to wait like 91 days, and then also the AI workers will be like, and then they also say, yeah, you have to wait 90 days, or it might show that for life. That's the AI workers say and that's sad. And those are like the workers that are like on YouTube all the time. I'm waiting for it to disappear. Like I want it to disappear like now, so then I can just go live again back on YouTube. But the account restricted thing is like still there. And then when I contact the YouTube workers, Joker Gamer, the AI workers are like saying it might stay like that forever. The account restricted thing. And I even registered, said in like I didn't do anything wrong, like give the channel back like now so I can like go live like right now, but they don't want to do it. YouTube doesn't want to do anything about it, so the channel's still down for maybe forever or just for like a long time. Joker Gamer. It's so that's why I just moved over to Twitch for forever now. I just moved over there if YouTube's just gonna stay like that forever. And I can never go live anymore off the YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I contact YouTube Joker Gamer yesterday. I contact them, and they told me it went automatically to an AI worker, and they told me the you have to wait 90 days or that account. And then they said if we can't fix it, the AI worker said like if after the 90 days is done and it's still showing and they can't figure out a way to fix it, the AI worker said like the channel's pretty much done forever and ever. You're just gonna have to keep doing like what you do forever. Just keep doing the Twitch streams and then upload the Twitch streams over to the YouTube live section, and then it goes there. But it's just yeah, but it's AI workers that keep answering the call when you're trying to like contact them. So it's not a real life worker. If it was a real life worker, they would probably fix it in 3 days, and I could be live, or maybe they'll fix it like by tomorrow, and I can be live by tomorrow. But I keep automatically getting like AI YouTube workers. I wanna if I'm contacting YouTube and I'm on the phone with them, I don't want it to be like some voicemail robot voice and they're like, oh yes, we're on it, and then that's all you hear, yes, and like and no, like I want it to be like a real life YouTube worker where they're like, we gotta help you get this problem done. We're gonna make sure you go live again on your main account, the successful one, and you'll be live again by Sunday. Like I'm waiting I need like a main, like a real life worker. Like how, for an example, like how I'm talking to like a real person right now, like Joker Gamer. But with YouTube is when I phone call the number, it takes you right to an AI, a fake person. So I don't know. So I don't know how long this is gonna take for them to fix it. Yeah. Joker Gamer, I don't know how long it's gonna take. And also the AI worker said like after you pass 90 days or 14 days and it's still showing the account restricted, the AI worker said it might be showing that forever and ever if they can't do anything about it. And also I want that account restricted thing to be disappearing soon because once it's gone forever and I go live again, it'll it will remove all the copyrighted strikes that the channel gave. Because I looked on my YouTube studio of like all the um like what YouTube accused me as like of, and they gave me like five in this 1 week in this whole week like you know when I was live streaming on YouTube for like the last 3 weeks before this account restricted thing popped up, and I was live streaming on YouTube for like the 3 weeks, and then they copyright striked the channel like 5 times out of those 3 weeks when I was doing live streams through the YouTube. Yeah, they copyright strike the channel, and they reported it too. And so I have like 5 copyright strikes and for no reason. I didn't even do anything wrong. And the reason the 5 copyright strikes are there is because they were saying I broke the policy rules when I was playing with Joker Gamer. YouTube brought up your name. They said I broke the policy rules when me and you were playing those horror maps and there's copyrighted music that's playing all the time of like artists that passed away. They put 5 strikes already on the channel. Five strikes.
Now, there's really
And
nothing you
then
can really do about the copyright. They can't really do anything about the copyright music. The only thing they can do is realize that it's pretty much nothing really that they can do about it
yeah,
because it's pretty much part of the game. It's not like you can
yeah.
just turn it
And
off.
also I edited out the like yeah, I edited out a little bit some of the stuff, and then YouTube's made my streams public, but they still striked those like 5 videos. They striked all of them, so now there's like 5 strikes. And then the channel got reported too with that mother incident too, where the mother was like mad playing with the mother was like mad at their child because their child was playing with like somebody that's like in their 30s or 20s, like 28, yeah. Yeah. And then those people reported the channel, so like then there was like 5 strikes, then we got reported um by that mother that was like mad that her kid was playing with a grown man. But the kid was trying to explain to the mom like I'm not doing anything wrong. Like the mom thought I had like a dirty mind, like I was gonna like capture the kid or something and do like romance stuff. Like the parents thought I had that on my mind, but I was trying to explain to the mom like no, I'm just playing the video game. Help, because they asked me to help them find stuff in the Battle Royale map. There's like sprites and certain color sprites that they need. So I'm just showing them in the right buildings and what parts of the map that they have to go. But the mom didn't understand, and then and didn't listen to like my words carefully. So then And then she just kept spamming like you're gonna get in trouble by the police and all that stuff. She just kept spamming that word, and then and then the next day later, now we can't even go live anymore on the channel. It's just that warning pops up over and over again. Broke the yeah, broke the policy of YouTube. Contact YouTube. You can't go live anymore. That warning pops up all the time, and then the other one pops up. Account restricted. Can't broadcast anymore off off YouTube from phone, PlayStation, any device from this account. And I even went into all the options, and I applied and saved all my. I went into YouTube Studio yesterday, and I put everything under 18 plus, adult channel, and YouTube still and I saved it all, and then I send it off to YouTube and showed the proof of what I did in the YouTube Studio. Set up all my channel where the only people that can come in now are like people that are 19 plus up to like older, but YouTube still doesn't want to do anything about it, and I did everything like what they said. I applied everything. I fixed all my setups. I put all the channel all into like adult mode. So 18, you have to be 18 or older to watch it now. Now it's not all ages anymore. And YouTube still wants to be bad people, and still keeps showing that lame warning, the account restricted thing. Yeah. So it's still there. And also the AI workers said that might be there for forever and ever. So I don't know if I can go live ever again through like where I press the live button and then it shows the live streams through YouTube. It looks like I have for a while. I think for now I just have to do Twitch streams and then upload the Twitch streams over to the YouTube live section. And then that's the only way for it to go, my Twitch streams to go over there. And then people can still see like my streams, but we can't do lives for some reason off the YouTube. Yeah, the phone's not working either. Can't even do a live. But YouTube allows me to do shorts, but they don't allow me to do live streams. Yeah. And also YouTube, they make me mad sometimes because I think YouTube, the company, I think they're like horrible workers and people because I'll upload a short to them and be like, I'm like, I'll be like mad at them or something like that. I'll be like, I'm depressed. Like I want to go live like tomorrow. Like you better like make my live streams go live tomorrow. Like I want to go live. And then YouTube doesn't even want to do anything about it. They just want to be jerks all the time and just leave the the account restricted thing there permanent. Cause like we've been past. I mean, like it's been showing that for about, hey, for how long? So we passed about like maybe 6 days so far. Yeah, 6 days passed and YouTube still hasn't fixed the problem yet. It still hasn't been gone yet. Cause usually when a problem like this does happen, YouTube like is on it right away. It's fixed. It's fixed by now. Like it should be fixed by now. Like we're going into day 7 now, and and it's still declining. It's still declining to go live on the PlayStation 5 and Bluetooth it over to the YouTube. Still declining. And we're already 7 days in. Yeah. I'm like, what's the point of why did YouTube even do that in the first place? Like put the account restricted thing and then, cause I thought when you get an account restricted thing, I thought when you get that Joker Gamer and they ban you from live streaming, I thought I thought you would lose your channel. The YouTube just puts account restricted every time I'm trying to live stream on this account on different platforms like PlayStation 5, Xbox, phone. They just put the account restricted, but they still allow me to keep my channel and still type to in your chats and stuff like that. I thought YouTube was like strict Joker Gamer, so if you get an account restricted and you get like 5 reports and 5 copyright strikes, like 5 strikes, I thought your channel gets taken down. And I'm like, and it looks like the only thing that YouTube did to me was like, they're like, you can keep your channel, you can still do stuff, like, you can still do shorts, you can still upload your Twitch streams over to the YouTube live section, but the only thing that like YouTube said you can't even do is like do a live stream like off the YouTube platform where you're like really on YouTube live streaming. They want you to go. That's like the punishment that like YouTube's doing. They're like leave our platform, go to like a different company. Our competition, stream on there, and then transfer those streams over to the channel. Like they prefer me to do that now for a while. Yeah. But I hope they fix it like fast because I'm worried like YouTube's just gonna be like jerks forever and they're like never gonna do anything about this, and then my channel's like it's gonna be successful up there, but I think people are just gonna have to do this for the rest forever and ever now. Don't go into the live section anymore, just go into videos. Everybody has to come over to the Twitch now and then watch, and then if they really want to watch my Twitch streams, they just have to go over to my channel. I hope it doesn't stay like that forever, but I'm prepared if it does happen. Yeah. Because there's already one report on the channel already from that mother, and then 5 strike claims from when I did all those copyright horror maps. So I have like 5 strikes on the channel.
Did the mother ever contact you back and apologized for her actions?
No, and YouTube didn't apologize either. YouTube just said, I even told YouTube like you have to fix this, but they don't even want to do anything about it. They just said, they just keep, the AI workers just keep spamming the same message over and over again. You gotta wait like 14 days, and then they said if the 14 days